Well, we are ready to start a pretty big night here for the stable. The Buckeye Stakes start for the 2-year-old fillies. It's raining off and on. It was pouring when I left the Meadows, and it's supposed to rain off and on all night long at Northfield Park. So, my favorite kind of weather. I'm super pumped. A good day at the Meadows. We'll start with Saratoga. You know, it was great yesterday to run into Wally Hennessy. I don't get to see Wally very often. Wally is from Prince Edward Island and very, very good friends with my father. My father's family and the Hennessy family grew up together, and they all know one another. So it was good to run into him, and it was great to finally meet Mark Beckwith face-to-face. Had a lunch with him, really knowledgeable horseman, and did well. It was nice to meet Zach. A kid come up to me and introduced himself yesterday and said, I never miss any of your videos, which is pretty cool. You know, when you run into somebody, especially a younger kid that doesn't have any affiliation with the stable, just likes listening to the videos or watching the stable perform. So that's always uplifting. Pretty cool to see him. As I said, talk to Mark and about horse racing, about the horses, about his barn. And then it was great to see him win was so admirable today. You know, for a guy that puts in as many hours as he does and loves the game as much as he does, it's great to see people work through issues and get a horse squared away. And so admirable was absolutely great today. So good for Mark and his wife Melissa. Cruising in Style didn't have a great outing, got pinned in, finished 7th. You know, my take is that Cruising in Style is a nice horse, but he's in this situation where it's tough to find consistency, right? Because you win a couple of races, then you get up too high. And my take on that is very simple. You need to find a better way. We need to find a better way to race Cruising, because in this trajectory, what you're saying is, I am going to concede 50% of his races in a year to not having a chance because he got up too high, just so I can get him back down in where he can do good. And sometimes you have to, I guess, but when it comes to a horse like him, I think there may be a more consistent way to race it. But again, I'll talk to Mark and Mr. Dickey about that. I think overall the horse is racing well and doing well in Saratoga. Raced great last week and really just a victim of circumstance today. You know, Oso Pine was in that race and finished 2nd, and I know, you know, maybe Mark and Mr. Dickey believe they can beat Oso Pine. I mean, Oso Pine was sold for $38,000, and he's not racing that good. Raced okay today, finished 2nd in 57, but he's supposed to dust those horses, I believe. So anytime you're starting to get up into those higher classes, it's tough. It's tough racing. So we'll see. Overall, really happy with him last week, and then didn't get a chance to race this week. That's racing. What else? So we get into today. I go to Pennsylvania, the Meadows, and I'm thinking, I think we got the best 2 horses today. I don't know what kind of trip I can work out in a short field with Compass Rose. I don't want to be first over, but I know I probably can't beat Harness AM, her old horse. There's a horse that's done well for somebody who bought her off, and she did very, very well for Tyler Stillings. She's got the rail. I don't think I can outleave her with Compass Rose DC. And then you got the 3 and the 4 that are going to be leaving. My best chance is get Mike Wilder in front of me with Swizzle Hanover, in my mind. I can't do it leaving the gate. You know, Mike Wilder's a good driver. He's not a dummy, and he knows what I'm trying to do. He just simply waited until I had to push through. I end up 4th. I waited as long as I could getting into the last turn to move Compass Rose DC, but when you're at the half in 58, go mile 55 and 2, you're 5 lengths off at the half. You do the math. You know, she tried her last half in 56 and a piece. You can only go so fast. She raced huge. 5th, beat a length and 3/4 in 55 and 2, I believe. Just a great mile from her. Continues to race good. I'd like to see like a 9-horse field and get the 2-hole. That'd be super. But these 6-horse fields, you know, they're front end biased, right? Now the horse in the 2-hole and the 3-hole ended up 2nd and 3rd, but for the most part they're front end biased races. So it would be nice to get in a class where we have some flow, where we have some movement from the outside coming out of the gate, things of that nature. Wouldn't that be nice? Now that's something you don't see every day. I'm literally pulling up to the gate at the Ohio Turnpike, and my trailer is right in front of me. Oh, I know what it is. Kirby went to pick up 2 horses at Tim's. That's my trailer. That's weird. Of all the places in the world. I come in behind Kirby, who I didn't even know was gone anywhere, with my trailer at a booth. So Compass Rose DC raced great, finished 5th, beat a length, just the way it shook down. There was no other way to play it. I couldn't leave faster than 1, and I couldn't get the 5 in front of me. That's just the way it worked out. Now, with the other filly, I thought she was fantastic today. If nothing else, those 2 or 3 weeks with no hobbles on maybe gave her a rest, freshened her up a little bit. Oh, hello. Hi. I believe that's right, but you'll tell me. Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
You too. Well, there's no rain now. So Won My Heart Hanover, she feels a little stronger, more comfortable with the hobbles on now than she did, and that wasn't by design. We wanted to be racing her without hobbles, but it is what it is. So left out of there, I'm just kind of surveying the scene leaving the gate. The 1's the favorite, or one of the favorites with me. The trailing horse is bet down. The 5 blasts out of there, and I don't like the 5 that much. Ballet Bar, I don't really like the horse. I don't think he's a good horse. He beat me today. And Dave Pallone is leaving out of there, and I'm like, Dave's horse is a bad horse. Anna Leosi, you know, she's had her time, but she's been racing pretty hard. The old trailer. There's the curb. So Anna Leosi, not a great horse. So I'm thinking, what do? I could have squeezed in the 2-hole or tried to let Dave Pallone go to the front and remove, but I don't really want to move Won My Heart Hanover. You know, she's not great on the front end. I would have put her there if I could have easily, but she's not awesome on the front end, and quite frankly, I don't want to be too moving her in that race. I would have liked to just leave and sit, so I'm thinking, I'll just push the front. I know Dave's going to keep going with Anna Leosi. Maybe he can take me to the other lane, but I can't remove. I know she's 12, 15 to 1 or something like that, but I can't remove. I sit there, I look at the board coming to the half, 12 to 1. I see the race setting up now. Dan Rawlings is first over. If Dan Rawlings doesn't come 100 first over, and Dave Pallone can hold his position to the 3/4 pole, I'm 1-2, easy. Dan dropped down to the front. Now another one comes. He walks in my face. I kind of have to fish my way out. She charges down the lane, finishes 4th. Beat. I didn't look at the chart line, but I'm going to say beat a half a length for second, and raced very, very good. Philly's coming around. You know, for Philly, that it's July, she got 35,000 made. She's going to end up with 60 on her card, probably easy, and probably a mark of 55. We keep going down this path. But I was very, very happy with what I saw from her today. Again, anytime you get beat with a favorite or beat with a horse you think you should win with, you run it back. You know, if you don't, I guess after a while you don't. But when I own them, when I own a piece of them, when we train them, when there are horses, I certainly run them back lots. Thinking about it, you don't really want to take her off the gate in a 10-horse field and get stuck behind inferior horses. At the same time, would removing worked? Maybe Dan Rawlings comes first over hard into me and takes a starch out of our filly and she gets beat. Who knows? But both fillies raced very, very good. Both of them finished strong. Both of them raced well. And although I think they probably were the best horses in the race this week with better trips, I think they got the trip they were going to get. And next week, again, same classes, same horses. Hopefully look for good draws again, but better positioning also off the gate. And I would like a 9-horse field, not a 6-horse field with Compass Rose DC. So that is the afternoon over. It's 5 o'clock now. I'm going to get, I think I'm going to need a Red Bull today. I'm going to get a Red Bull and going to go warm up Sweet on Pete. And then I'm going to go race the horses tonight. So wish me some luck. I wish you guys some luck. I know at least Italian Grit is in to go tonight. Let me see. I think we had 11 in. We have 5 tonight. 2 this afternoon is 7. 2 in Saratoga is 9. Italian Grit's 10. I'm missing someone. Anyway, I think we had 10 or 11 horses in tonight. Good luck to everybody. Overall, so far, it's been an okay day. Sweet Ambition's a winner, so that's good. 4ths and 5ths with the other 2 fillies. No luck with Cruising in Style, but hopefully a big night coming up. Take care.